Hi guys, welcome to Adam McKola TV. I'm Adam, back home from Old Trafford, and a disappointing day. Started off so well. United were playing fantastic football in the first half. Should have been 2 or 3 goals clear. Zlatan missing chances, Lingard, Pogba, you name them, they missed chances. And Manchester United paid for it in the second half. Despite taking the lead through Anthony Martial, Stoke hit us late. There was no way back from that. And it's 2 dropped points for Manchester United. The blow was lessened by Manchester City dropping points against Spurs at White Hart Lane. They lost today, but still, it's really frustrating for Manchester United to have won so comfortably against Leicester last week, and then today to drop 2 points when it looked like we had finally got over the line thanks to that Anthony Martial goal, and then to just lose them at the end. It feels like a defeat. It does really feel bad, but having drove down, it was a long drive down as well, and got back home, I have calmed down a little bit. The late Arsenal goal didn't help. It's annoying watching other teams win when you drop points. Arsenal, Liverpool and Spurs have managed to do that this weekend. But Manchester City would be considered the main rivals for the title. So we're now 5 points behind them. So we have closed the gap by a point, which is, I suppose, a positive. But as I said, that main feeling of frustration really is there. Sitting back though, United's performance in the first half particularly was very good, and even in the second half we should have scored a few goals. Started with the same team that played against Leicester, and Herrera for me was excellent, as was Eric Bailly at the back as well, centrally. And the team played some very good football and made some very good moves in that first half. Some of the football was fantastic. Zlatan found Lingard, Lingard found Zlatan, Pogba was involved. It was really good in that first half, for the first half an hour. And then Leicester came into it a little bit, and we didn't really pick it back up from there in that first half, and we couldn't get the goal, which meant we went in at half time 0-0, but it wasn't a 0-0 performance because United was so close on a few occasions to scoring. And as has been said by many, myself and many others on fan cams and on Twitter, on any other day it would have been 3 or 4 goals, but you can't just blame luck. Stoke's goalkeeper was fantastic, and Manchester United have to hold themselves accountable for not taking their chances and the finishing being poor. But like I said, there were positives to take from the performance. I don't think Pogba was excellent today or played well. He did a few good things, but he will get better. Herrera was excellent alongside him. Mata was good before he got taken off, and I was surprised he got taken off. Anthony Martial, who came on as a sub, he hasn't looked great this season. He got a fantastic goal, reminiscent of his goal against Stoke last season. And there's a few other positives to take. Bailey's performance, for example, and defensively we looked sound, although Stoke always did pose a threat on the break. David De Gea, big error by him, his first mistake in a long time, but you have to take that on the chin. You've got to take it on the chin. You know, he's the best goalkeeper in the world. You can allow them all a mistake. Hopefully it doesn't play on his mind. He doesn't make any more in the coming games, because after an international break, the games are crucial, and the big games come thick and fast. Liverpool and Chelsea away in the league. We need to get some points out of those games. We can't be losing both, or even losing one of them, in my opinion. Yes, it isn't that bad that we've lost points this season, 2 defeats and a draw. That's disappointing. But it's not the end of the world, and there are good things to take. It wasn't like last season when we were coming out of the ground thinking, I don't want to go and watch that football again. I want to see United play like that again, but I want to see us take our chances. That's the difference. So there are positives to take, but we can't afford 2 bad results in those Chelsea and Liverpool games, because we don't want to be falling further behind the teams at the top. But as I said, only 5 points difference between ourselves and City now, and that isn't too bad. We have closed the gap at least. Imagine we both won today, the gap still would have been 6 points. So let's try and take that silver lining, but overall, my man of the match, toss of a coin of Ander Herrera and Eric Bailly. And yeah, I'm going to try and shake that disappointment off, but it's hard with the international break now. It's so annoying when you haven't got a game in 3 days coming around, and United playing again and being able to go out and put a performance in and get a victory. So really frustrating, but we knew things wouldn't be easy when Jose Mourinho come in. We knew he had a job to do. There's good signs to take from Manchester United. There's things that he will want to work on as well, and there's things that he will want to improve on. There's also players to come in. Martial to be starting games, Henrik Mkhitaryan to be starting games, etc. So we've got very good players to come back into the team, and we've got a good side there that have been playing some good football They were just very unlucky today, and their finishing didn't help at all. So let's try to look on the bright side, despite the frustration of today's result. And yeah, onwards and upwards, hopefully, for Manchester United. A big month after that international break. So let's hope we get some results under our belt. With the international break coming up though, guys, make sure you keep subscribed to McKola TV. I'll have my usual Manchester United news videos and the player ratings up for you tomorrow. I'm also going to have some more content coming your way, some different kinds of content. I'm going to be interviewing some different people, maybe YouTubers and different sports person and so on. And I don't mean big hitters like Ronaldo and Beckham. We'll get there eventually, but we're going to start with some interviews of people that you may recognize. Also, I'm going to do some FIFA content. I've got the PS4, I've got FIFA 17, I've been playing around with it. I'm going to do like the journey and stuff like that. But let me know what kind of FIFA content you want in the comments below, because I'll be doing some FIFA content once the Algato gets here, and I'll be doing much more on the channel, so keep it locked out of McKola TV. Hopefully some vlogs and stuff as well coming soon, and we'll get a little bit of everything here for you. But of course, it'll always be Manchester United stuff as well. Keep subscribed, keep commenting, and I'll see you later.